Hello everyone, it's your girl Cassandra,Olivia, and today I am here with a hair color transformation finally. So this is one of my friends, like a family friend of mine. Her name is Brianna, and she is coming in to get her hair colored red. So today I'm going to just be showing you guys how I do this color using a scale. And unfortunately, I didn't realize that this scale is malfunctioning. So you can see, like, I have something on here, it keeps saying 0, and then it's going back and switching numbers. So throughout the video, I was struggling, but I'm going to try my best to put in the description how I measured this and like the ratios. But basically what you want to do is put 1 part of powder to 2 parts developer. So like if you have 1 scoop of powder, for instance, you'll do 2 scoops of developer. So that's pretty much how I figured out like my numbers and everything, but this scale was giving me such a hard time. So anywho, let's get into the video. So if you have not already, hit that subscribe button and join the family. Follow your girl on Instagram at _Cassandra,Olivia, and let's get right into this video. So if you guys have not noticed, I am using a new lightener today. I'm using the Wella Blondor. It was on sale at Cosmoprof right when the coronavirus hit, so I ordered a whole bunch of that stuff just because I want to try it out. And I believe in, just expanding your horizons and testing out new products. So now that we've gotten that all out the way, I'm just parting Brianna's hair into 4 sections, and she is natural. She wears wash and goes typically, and she actually has not had her hair straightened, I think since the last time I did it in like 2018, and her ends trimmed. So it's been a while. So we're gonna color her, straighten her, trim her ends, get her all the way together, guys. So because she is natural, you just want to make sure with any hair color process you take your time, but I'm going to section the hair into 4 sections, and then I'm going to use my paddle brush and just detangle the hair. You want to make sure that when you're detangling the hair, you start from the ends of the hair and work your way up to the roots. Never start at the roots first and drag the brush down, because then that will cause tangles in the mid shaft going to the ends, and it'll just be a huge problem. So you just want to make sure you're starting at the bottom and working your way up. Of course, because this video altogether, this process took me 3 hours start to finish from recording everything, but this is not a 3-hour video, so I'm speeding parts up. So for those of you guys that are going to come for me and be like, oh my god, looks like she's killing her client, trust me, nobody's going to come to me if I'm going to hurt them, and I would never do that. So yeah, you see my scale, it's just doing what it wants. There's nothing on the scale, and it's going berserk. So I was trying to reset it. I'm like, this is a brand new scale, guys. This is literally my first time using it, and I had to keep playing around with it, and it was making me really frustrated because I really wanted to come to you guys for the people that are in like beauty school or really don't know how to do color, feel confident with it. So I was like, let me come in here and show you guys that I do know how to use a scale and measure. And of course the scale is effed up, so I can't control that. I had to keep trying to reset it. Like I said, this is fresh out the package, guys. Look, it's saying it's 12. How? There's nothing even on there. So I literally had to keep resetting it, putting the bowl on, measuring how big the bowl was, how many like ounces it was. Then I had to take the bowl off. I just was having such a hard freaking time. But we're gonna skip past this, but I did want to show you guys my attempt at using the scale. So I believe this bowl weighs about 2.8 to 3 ounces. And then I was just working my way up to fill this up to 7. So that way, when I put in the developer, I was gonna fill it up to 16. The reason being is, like I said, the bowl's about 2 to 3 ounces, I'll give or take. And I wanted to make sure that when I put this up to the number 7, you want to double that. So like 7 plus 7 is 14, of course. But I'm gonna just put it down in the description box because I'm terrible at math. Like, I'm over here fucking up, and I'm not even about to redo this voiceover. Excuse my language, but yeah, I was messing up terribly. So I'm gonna just write the measurements down in the description box below. But basically what you want to do is measure your bowl first. However much your bowl is, you're going to subtract that from however much powder you put in. So for instance, if the bowl is 1 ounce and you put in 2 ounces of powder, you're going to subtract, it should add up to 3 ounces. You get what I'm saying? So you want to subtract that extra ounce because that's not product, that's just the weight of the bowl. Once you do that, you'll double your developer. So if you got 2 ounces of powder, you're going to put in 4 ounces of developer. And then with that extra ounce, you should have your correct amount. I'm sitting here having a whole brain fart. My kids are running around in the background. But yeah, I'm gonna put everything in the description box below. I'm sorry if I'm struggling, but like I said, math is not my strong suit. I should have actually had my dad come on here and help me because he's actually a math teacher. Fun fact. So yeah. So this is just how I mix it. And basically you just want to make sure that it has a nice ratio. You want to make sure that it's thick. And I was always taught to make sure it's thick like whipped cream. I prefer that consistency or just a tiny bit thicker just so it can stick onto the hair a little bit better. So here you see me. I'm just going to lighten Brianna's hair. I'm going to start from about 1 inch down. You never want to start at the roots first, only because when you're doing hair color, it's crucial that you never start at the scalp first. The reason being is the scalp produces a lot of heat and warmth. And if I were to put the bleach on her scalp first and bring it down the shaft of the hair, then her scalp is going to be super blonde and the ends of her hair are still going to be processing. So you want to make sure that you start about 1 inch away from the scalp, work your way down, and then you're going to go back in. Once you're done applying all that lightener all over, you're going to go back in and hit the roots absolutely last. And because Brianna does have about 3 colors in her hair currently, I just was super careful to make sure that I did not go over that super light part of her hair that's already super blonde. And then I think she told me she had like 3 colors. So she has her natural brown, she has like a brown rinse on top, and then the blonde that it faded out to in the bottom. So I was just like, I knew we were gonna have a little bit of challenge with this. But I didn't go in too much, only because one, I didn't want to damage her hair, and also because we're doing red, which is pretty easy to like cover up anything that's like not super even. We're going to go in with a super dark like Merlot color red, so I wasn't too stressed out about it. I knew we could finesse. She understood what was going on. I understood. We just did this to make sure that her hair was healthy and it looked decent for her birthday. So shout out to you, Brianna. Thanks for coming to me on your birthday, girl. And let me slay you, girl, because you was looking so bomb. So yeah, anyway, I'm just going in. Like I said, every little piece, you want to make sure you detangle it first, and you just want to make sure you're fully saturating the hair, making sure that it is completely wet with product. If you have any dry spots, then you're going to have spots in your color application, and you want to make sure it's consistent all the way throughout. So for me, I'd rather put on more bleach and color than I need, rather than I put enough, and then when you go and rinse it, you're like, oh shoot, there's dark spots, I should have put more. You get what I'm saying? It's good to oversaturate rather than undersaturate if you had to choose. So yeah, with that being said, as you can see, I'm working my way down, but I'm stopping at the very ends, right where that blonde starts, just because if I were to put bleach on top of that, those parts of her hair would be super fried. So we're not trying to do that. So I'm working from my back right section first, then I'm going to move to my back left section, then I'm just going to move to the top left or right, doesn't matter, and then the top left, vice versa. So now that that's all applied, now I'm just going back in, I'm parting her hair, and now I'm doing the roots, but you can already see how her ends are changing. The back I'm going to rinse out first, and then I'm going to rinse out the front about 10 to 15 minutes after I rinse out the back, only because you got to remember the processing time is different. So that back section that I did first, that developer and bleach has been sitting in her hair longer. So you want to make sure you get that out first so it doesn't over process. But then you want to give the hair in the front time to catch up to the color that was in the back, if that makes any sense. So as it's lifting, you can see her hair is turning a whole bunch of different colors. That's normal, like I said, because she's had her hair lifted and colored, and she has her natural color. So we're not going to get that consistent shade throughout her hair shaft, but that's okay, because like I said, we're going to go over it with red. So I've literally talked this whole 8 minutes, and I normally don't do this. I normally come in, dip out, but I just want to make sure that you guys get this drilled in your head, because I don't want somebody saying, oh my God, I watched your video and I went in and jacked my hair up. Like, that's never the intention. And also, anytime I do color services, I use Olaplex every single time. So yeah, make sure that you cop that. Olaplex is really good for people that have like color treated hair, relaxed hair. So yeah, here I am again with this damn scale. I just got it because it was cute, but look, it's saying 0. Look at this. Now it's saying, look, what is going on? What is going on? So yeah, I'm just squeezing in 3 tubes of Merlot. This is by Rusk. I picked it up from Cosmo Pro, and I'm just making sure that I have enough of this to saturate her hair. And I felt as though Brianna's hair got really long, so I just wanted to make sure that I had enough product and I was not going to run out. So what I opted to do was, after I mixed my 3 containers of this Merlot, I am going to go in with just a tiny bit of Adore, just to kind of stretch that color out, along with some conditioner, which is the Keep Me Vivid, because I want to make sure that her hair is nice and moisturized, and I'm trying to stretch this color, make it just a tiny bit lighter. So I don't do this for every client. I'm only doing this just because I felt like, oh my God, I have not been to the salon in like 3 months and I might run out of this color, and that's the worst. You don't want to start doing hair color if you can't complete it. And I was not about to run to the store, so I just put in a little bit of Adore just to make the red a little bit more intense and to kind of stretch that color, because this is a liquidy consistency. And now I'm just going in with that conditioner, and I'm just going to add this and mix it together, and you're going to see that final result color that I'm getting ready to apply. So now I'm about to shut the hell up because I've been talking for way too long. I'm just going to mix this and apply this to her hair, and I'll come back when I'm done. Side note, I'm so irritated at this scale. Look at it. Now, this is where it finally gave me the error message, but I was sitting there looking like, yo, I'm not crazy. So the first time me using this, I was just like, I don't even know if my ratios are right. I only know they're right because, like I said, I'm used to mixing color without measuring anything. So I'm pretty spot on when it comes to the consistency and what I need to do. But like, as far as me trying to break it down and show you guys what I did, I was just kind of disappointed because it's like, what the hell? I didn't pay money for this damn scale. It's not even working. And the whole purpose was to help you guys understand my method a little bit better. So I'm going to contact the company and see if they can send me a replacement possibly. But if not, I'm just probably going to look into other scales. So if you guys use scales in your salon, can somebody just give me some recommendations? This one is Framar. It's my first time using it. I'm not sure if this is just like a bad batch or whatever the case may be, but I was very upset because I was just so hyped to flex with this scale. So now I'm just going in with the red. I'm going to apply this all over her roots. And for this, it doesn't really matter how you apply it because this is direct dye. So it's going to go straight on there and it's going to grip onto that hair. I'm just doing the roots first so that way I can kind of like finesse and move it through the hair, but apply the color however you want, however you feel comfortable. Like I said, this is the deposit only color. It's the direct dye, so it doesn't really matter how you put this on. Now, if it was color that had like a developer, like a 20, 30, 40 volume, then of course you're going to do the same thing. Start towards the ends and then work at the roots, but this is red, so it's going to be red everywhere. So I'm just going to apply this to her hair. You guys can kind of see how it's like a little dark in some spots, a little light, and then super light on the ends. So we're just going to try our best to even this color out as much as possible. And I'm going to put a shower cap on her when I'm done and just let this sit for about 20 to 25 minutes just to make sure it's really in there. If you're pressed for time or you want to make sure it's really deep in the hair follicle, you can also stick them under the dryer. But it was pretty warm in the salon. It was about like 70 degrees in there. So I figured, hey, I don't have anybody else coming in due to this damn coronavirus. So we just gonna rock out. So now I'm done pretty much applying the color. You just want to make sure you get up in there. I like massage the color through the hair. I squeeze it through. I like try to make sure that it's on every single strand, just because with natural hair, sometimes our hair gets super thick. And your girl was not trying to waste color because I did mix a little bit too much. So all I'm going to do at the end is just pour it all over her hair and let that just marinate. Honey, let her get all that seasoning in there. Okay, so now I'm just going in with my Keep Me Vivid spray. This is the lamination spray, and this is just going to help the longevity of the hair color so that way it doesn't fade super fast, and it's just going to help that hair color just stay more vibrant and vivid. So I blow dried her out, but I did that off camera just because you guys know how to blow dry, and I did not want this video to be long, so I did blow dry her off camera. But I'm just going in with a new flat iron. I'm so hype about this, guys. So your girl is coming out with her own line of flat irons. Hopefully by next month it's going to launch. This right here is the prototype. I've been using this on all of my Instagram videos, like the last 10 videos, and I have not said anything. But you guys have been DMing me like, what iron is this? This is the prototype iron. This is not even the final design. It's gonna be all black, have my logo. I'm gonna tweak a couple things like the settings and the display, but the product itself is super awesome, and I can't wait to tell you guys more about it next month. But for my subscribers, of course, I had to let you guys know. So if you comment down below and like, hey, what flat iron is this? It's my personal brand of flat iron that I'm coming out with because your girl is ready to bring you guys some heat. So here I am. I'm just cutting off her dead ends. I'm going in at a 0-degree angle, just setting my guideline. And then I'm pulling the hair out at a 90-degree angle just to make sure I'm cutting all those dead ends off. So now I'm just going in with my soon-to-be flat iron. This is the prototype, guys. Like I said, I hate this yellow color. It just gives me golden hot vibes, like when I was growing up. But anyway, I'm just going in with my flat iron, and I'm just curling her hair lightly, like a light bend. And then I'm just going to go in and just take my rake comb and my fingers. If I can talk, damn. I'm going to take my rake comb and my fingers, and I'm just going to run my fingers through her hair. So we're going to put some edge control on. We did that off camera, and she is all done. Let me know if you guys like this color transformation. If you don't like it, you know, I don't really care, but let me know your thoughts. And thank you guys so much for watching. I cannot wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye.